Hi, Divine Souls, and welcome to your Crown Chakra Activation session, and also welcome to my channel, the Zodiac Love Tarot. Now, to begin an activation session, what I do is a quick review of the chakra that we are about to talk about and discuss, so that way you can get your mind and your thoughts and your energy and your vibration and frequency all attuned to receive this beautiful message about your crown chakra. And if you are ready to receive this message, please be kind enough to say so down below. Say I'm ready in the comments. That way this particular video could also reach other people, and that way you are circulating your karmic love and it will come back to you and you will be able to manifest better things in your life. Okay, so now with that, let's just get started on talking about that review for the crown chakra. So the crown chakra actually vibrates with the color white, and I did wear my white tank and I put a transfer on here, so it's a little DIY that I'm kind of proud of, so thank you, thank you. Anyways, white is the color, and then also the Sanskrit name for the crown chakra, it's very hard for me to even pronounce, but I believe it's the Sahasrara. So I do like that word, but it is not as easy as some of the other chakra names, but so I might not repeat it over and over again, but that is the Sanskrit name. Then also it's located at the crown of your head, which is right in the center and the top of your head. And when it's activated, what we do is we connect to the divine source. Now this is a little bit different from the soul star chakra. This is actually our crown chakra that belongs to our physical body, and then it also opens up and channels from the soul star chakra through there, and then through the crown chakra, and then down into our body, and down through the rest of our chakras, all the way down to our earth star chakra. Okay, so it's basically sort of a channel, definitely an opening of a channel, and it is it's this divine source, and what is in this divine source is a higher realm, and it's other worlds, and it's also other dimensions. So if you think of the soul star as being that third dimension world, the crown chakra is what opens you up to it. So it's very similar in a way to the soul star. But it's part of your physical body, and it's the divine source that you're tapping into is timeless, it's spaceless, it's all knowing, it's all loving, it's balanced, it's eternal, it's already something that you are connected to, which is great. So it's part of the oneness, but it's an energy that's not of this earth, so to speak, but it is what but our earthly bodies this is the part that connects us to it. Okay, so it's a little bit hard because I want to make the distinction between the physical body and also the this outer realm of this other dimension. Okay, and so when our crown chakra is balanced, okay, what we're going to feel, and get this, it's wonderful, is total bliss. Okay, so whenever you truly have your crown chakra open and you also channel the divine light straight through the soul star chakra, the two together, when they come together, you should feel total bliss. Okay, and it means your problems disappear, and I know that's probably something that you would have never imagined, but it's true. Like it's the paradise that we can experience on earth, and we can tap into it, and I'll help you with this video to try to understand it better and try to understand how you can get there. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do, is the first exercise to get you there, is just to say this affirmation. Okay, and it's my every atom. Okay, my every atom radiates with the oneness of the divine. So your every atom in your body radiates with the oneness of the divine. Okay, so if you just kind of let that soak in, that means that you are not separate, you are a part of the divine. Okay, and meaning that any grace, any love, any forgiveness, all of the things that would come from the divine, you can connect directly to that happiness, okay? So that's just the first exercise there. And the second one is going to start with opening your portal to enlightenment. And this is what is going to create a spiritual awakening within you. Okay, so let me show you the card of spiritual awakening, which is this one here. So this is what you're imagining, is this spiritual awakening. Now, to open this portal, you have to let go of everything that's stopping you from experiencing like a deep connection within the present moment. So this is what Buddhists call like the monkey brain, all right, where what you're doing is you're seeing the future and you're worried about the future, and you're also thinking about the past, and you're thinking about what you've carried over through the past, and that past tells us, it creates a story about what we think about ourselves and who we are. And so it's very difficult to clear both the future and the past out at the same time, and then just think of the singularity of this one moment, okay? But if you can do that, the Buddhists say that you have, reached enlightenment. And it's difficult to do. It does take meditation. It's not quite like the soul star chakra, which I think is easier to connect to because it's really always there. But the crown chakra is the opening to let everything in. And if it's closed because you can't stop thinking about problems and issues in the future and the past, and just be one with the present moment. And when you are one with the present moment, what you start to notice is that everything becomes more vibrant. Everything becomes more surreal. Everything becomes more perfect. There's judgments about things fade away, and everything, you just start to believe that everything has a purpose, and everything has its own will, and everything has its own place. And so you really honestly start to feel like total bliss. And it takes practice. You got to trigger yourself into it. Now, I also listen to Eckhart Tolle because I feel like he is able to maintain this feeling probably longer than most people, because this feeling will feel kind of fleeting here and there, and it's because of the earthly world that we live in. It causes us to have these fleeting moments, but when you are in it, you feel total bliss, okay? So what else did I want to say? Yes, the past and the future. You just need to meditate on being, because your being in itself, you're 1 in 1 billion. It's just the fact that you were even on this planet means that you're part of the divine, that you're an extension, that where you are totally connected, okay? I don't know if that part makes sense to you, but it means that you're, how can I say it? Not lucky to be here, but the chances of you being here in itself is a wonderment, okay? So now the first exercise that I want you to do to understand this is just to relax your body, to look around and see yourself as an extension of everything you see around you, and to look for the divine in everything that you see. Look for the divine in the whole entire universe, okay? And now how do you do that? Well, it really starts with being able to use all your senses. You want to visualize, like even say here, this beautiful globe that lights up. It's kind of difficult to see, but there's a star in there, okay? So what you want to do in the present moment is just first like appreciate it. Appreciate its form, touch its form, understand, that someone created this, and that it gives off this beautiful light, and that you're here to see this light, that you have vision to see this light, And, you know, you can already start to feel a glimpse of that total bliss, being just able to be grateful and respectful of its form, of its shape, of who made it and what it brings to the world. And you just, you know, it's just this, oh, it's kind of like this exaggerated gratefulness, and you'll start to notice it, and it's going to cause you to feel it. Like I, right now as an empath, what I just got a very high frequency coming from the crown chakra, but it was good. It wasn't a bad frequency, but it was definitely loud. Whew, okay. So that is the first exercise, is like I said, to look around you, see your body and form inside of, you know, your present room, the room that you're present in, and all the objects in it, what they mean, who could have made them, where they could have come from, and be grateful for all of that. And that is going to help open up your crown chakra. And another thing I do when I'm opening the crown chakra is just, I kind of just pull down like this, and I close my eyes, and then I can feel like a channel opening up, and it's very, very wonderful. But it is about being in the present moment. It's about feeling everything all at once at the same time through your body, and all your chakras open up too when you open up that crown chakra. Okay, so you can, that's why, another reason why you feel that total bliss. Okay, now the next thing that I want to talk about is connecting to your presence. The crown chakra, when it opens, it connects you to your higher state of consciousness, to your presence, okay? It reminds you of the I am, okay? So you're just not a physical form. You're actually a spirit and a soul, and I am, okay? And your presence, that is your soul, resonates with pure love, and it resonates with light, and it resonates with wisdom. But a lot of times we forget that just the fact that we are here on this planet, and that we're alive, and we're talking to each other and functioning, that is all we need. That is, there's nothing external that you need to add to it. There's nothing you need to really take from it. It's just, and that'll help clear out your soul so fast, is just to know that just your mere presence of I am on this planet, and in the soul that connects to the divine, just completes you as a person. Like you don't need to be complete somehow. You don't need anything to make yourself complete. It's already complete. But a lot of times darkness makes us feel incomplete. It's from people who aren't present, who aren't enlightened, who aren't, they're not conscious people. And what they do is, because they don't understand the message that I'm bringing to you, their unconsciousness sort of, infects everyone else. And then it makes you feel less. And so you can't let that happen. You could have been assaulted by someone, or you could have been verbally abused by someone who put you down, or you could have grown up in a negative, unbalanced situation. So these things make you feel like you're not complete, but you are, because you're just divine just the way you are. Okay, so nothing taken away, nothing has to be given to make yourself complete. And this is, what I want you to meditate on. I want you to take like a white candle. Let's see if I have any juice left in this one. And I want you to just sit with that white candle. Okay, and I want you to sit in absolute silence and just stare at the candle. And then imagine yourself being that candle. And that, nothing, it's complete just the way it is. There's no judgments. There's no history. There's no future, except that it might burn out if the candle burns out. But you get what I'm saying, that just the fact that it is divine in itself, and you are divine. So I want you to just have complete silence, and just stare at it and understand its singularity and its oneness and how perfect it is and how perfect you are. And you need to do it until you realize it, and keep doing it until if anybody ever, you know, gives you takes away your power, go back to this. Because even I do this. I have to go back. I have people, you know, that I run into who just see me, you know, this picture of me, and they think a certain thing and they judge me, and then they put that judgment on me. So I have to come back and I have to remember that there is no judgment. There is no, that's not real. It's not a real world. Okay, it's what's real is you are, and that's it. You're divine the way you are and perfect. So just sit in absolute silence, look at that light flicker, that white candle flicker, and be that candle. Okay, just perfect as it is. Okay, I know I like to explain things a lot, but that's my nature, and it's perfect the way it is. At least I think. No, I believe. Okay, so now this next card is, oh, I wanted to show you this presence card. It's very pretty. She's just present as she is. Okay. And so this next exercise is to activate and balance a state of absolute peace, because like I was telling you, that total bliss is really good, what you're going to feel when you open up your crown chakra, and it's a state of absolute peace. Like when you're looking at that candle and you're thinking about who you are as a person, you are thinking about you become peace. It becomes total bliss because you realize that you're just one. Okay, it's you just are. And then the peace is going to make you feel lighter. It's going to make you feel clearer. It's going to make you feel energized, and it's going to make you feel physically and psychologically and spiritually better. So this peace will stay with you. I mean, I know that it can be lost sometimes so easily, like I said, when people affect you, but that's why you have to go back to it, and you have to tap into that source, tap into that peace, and just keep believing it for yourself, okay? And so what I wanted to tell you about that is to look at a flower. This was what I was saying. Okay, so you look at a flower when you think about peace. And I want you to find a flower that you like, something beautiful. I mean, I'm very partial to daffodils and also hibiscus and lilies. I love tiger lilies. So what I will do is I love getting tiger lilies, because not only can I stare at them and think of how they remind me of peace. They put me back in that peaceful state. They activate my crown chakra. They open me up, especially just even the smell of them, like reminds me of just, you know, earth and this in nurturing and protection, and it's just a beautiful thing to meditate on and to stare at and to look at its oneness, and it's just its being and how beautiful it is. So I want you to do that as an exercise, is to get yourself some flowers and put them in front of you and remind yourself and look at them. When you look at them, say, I'm at peace, and open up that crown chakra and just let it in, you know. That's what I just did, and it feels really good. So yeah, so let that peace in. And here's a flower on this particular peace card. It's like a lotus. A lot of people love lotuses, and that's probably one of the reasons why you often see lotuses connected to chakras, is because, you know, they have this symbolism, and people really resonate with it, and they find it peaceful to look at, okay? Even the Egyptians, and I know this, they loved blue lotuses. They had this special connection to the blue lotus. If you ever look it up, you'll find out. Or you could also read, you can also tap down below and read my Egyptian smoothie program, because I talk a lot about blue lotus, okay? And so for this next exercise, I want to talk about how the mastery of meditation helps you open and access your crown chakra. And there's many ways to meditate. You could do it by dancing. I know that seems a little bit different, but a lot of cultures dance to, like you can think of American Indians, they dance to meditate and to open their crown chakra to their spirit guides. And also, you can play music. A lot of people play music for that. And then there's obviously body poses that you can do. And, when we do the crown chakra, it looks like this, and you can just meditate with, what I was telling you about, like if you want to just meditate on your being, or if you want to meditate on the flower that you're looking at for peace, those sort of things, or you can just let, let the energy in, because oftentimes I just go like that and it comes, but then that comes from actually doing a lot of meditation, being able to open it that fast, and that's why we're talking about that right now. And then, let's see, the perfect time to meditate is really when you feel the anxiety coming on, or you feel like a storm is on its way in your mind. So you want to immediately go back to that situation where you're meditating. And you also, when you're meditating, what's going to happen is you're going to reset, and you're going to, with this reset, it's going to reveal the answers that you've been looking for. And these answers could be, like, say for instance, you're stuck on something, or you have writer's block, or there's a situation with a coworker or something like that, and it's really stressing you out. Well, you know that time always, there's these three things can not stay hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Everything comes out eventually. So, to calm your mind down, you definitely want to meditate, and then the answers are going to be revealed to you about what your situation, how your situation is going to pan out, because you can actually manifest that answer through meditation. And also, it just rids you of all the complexities and the chaos and the storms and the clouds in your mind. It's just a great way to have a release. So this is what happens when you open up that crown chakra. It's sort of like, I feel like what happens is it just flattens, it levels everything out. It's like, it's sort of like when the rain comes and it just scatters everything away or washes everything away. That's kind of the feeling that I get. And so I want you to feel that for yourself. Now, when you first start meditating, one of the most obvious things to do is breathing, okay? And there's plenty of breathing exercises that you can do. So I'm going to show you one of the breathing exercises that I do for meditation, and then maybe you'll use that as well for yourself. So in this particular one where we're talking about the crown chakra, I always say to myself that I want positivity to flow in. So I breathe and I go, positivity in, negativity out. Positivity in, negativity out. And then I keep doing that until the negativity feels flatter and flatter. And then I start to feel that total bliss. I start to feel that connectedness. And then I stop saying the part about the negativity out and just say positivity in, positivity in, positivity in. And then a chemical reaction goes off in your brain, and it increases your serotonin. It increases your norepinephrine. Like, all of these things will happen. Your GABA receptors will just start popping. And even, just on, a subatomic level, you'll start to feel better. Okay, so that is your crown chakra. That's opening it up to the divine. Now remember, I didn't say much about it, but when you meditate, you are letting in a divine energy, okay? And it's not of this physical realm, it's of another dimension. It's where your archangels are, where your ancient masters are. It's where your descendants are. There's a lot of energy there. It's also your divine. It's like your God. That's what you're tapping into, okay? So what I'm going to leave you with, and before I leave you, I just want to also tell you why I was doing these videos, is because as an empath and as a tarot reader, I was noticing that there was more sort of a negative slant to some of the readings, especially through this time of uncertainty and a time where everybody's social distancing. So I wanted to clear out people's chakras so that their readings become more enlightened and become lighter and more and just have more manifest more joy and happiness and things. And I also did a pick a card for the energy reading. So if you go to the pick a card section, which I'm trying to work on as fast as I can to get these messages out to you guys. But I just started my channel. But anyway, the pick a channel, there's one that's for the energy reading. So if you go to that and pick the card deck and see what your energy is at this current state and what chakras you want, what chakras are revealed to you that you need to work on, then come back to the chakra videos, look at them, really meditate on them, do the exercises, and then watch out for your next card reading, and then you'll see how your energy has changed. That's what the point of what I'm doing this is for. Or yeah, I think I said that backwards, like Yoda, right? Okay, so anyways, the exercise that I want to leave you with is just to meditate immediately when you feel a storm coming on or you feel your anxiety building up. I want you to just immediately, instead of talking about it, instead of reaching out, calling a friend, even though that's helpful, start first with seeing what you can do with your own power, with your own divinity, and sit down and look at yourself and just meditate and see if you can calm the storm on your own, okay? And if you still need help, that's fine, but just see if you can do it. So what I want you to do with that is think about water. I want you to think of the stillness of water. I want you to imagine just the flat surface of water. And then I also want you to or you could look at a flickering candle. It's going to be one of the two. The flickering candle for the meditation, or basically looking at or imagining still water. And because that's how I want you to feel. Either want you to feel like you have a light source, or I want you to feel still and calm like water. All right, so that's one of the meditations that I want you to start doing when you're trying to open up your crown chakra. So thank you so much for coming to my channel. I know, that's a lot, but I hope you come back to the video and watch it more times if you need to hear the message again. So please give me a like if you liked it. If you didn't, please let me know why, or let me know what else you want to see. Let me know what else you want to see for your card readings as well, and then subscribe to the channel so you can come back and keep getting messages. And this is the last video I'm doing in this series, just because I kind of did them out of order. So I hope that everyone loves these series, and I'll see you later, and I hope to see you next month.